Welcome back to my Colorado mountain garden. And I am going to be testing my new straw bale to see if it has any bad herbicides in it that is going to contaminate my garden. It's just from a local feed store. They do not have a list of what, if anything, the field that they got the straw from was sprayed with. And that's pretty common for most feed stores. You can buy organic straw, but it's quite expensive. And I would pretty much have to buy it online because there isn't anything real close to where I live that actually has organic straw. So I used straw last year on my garden from this same feed store and I didn't have any problems. But with everybody having so many problems on the internet, there's some bigger gardeners that are having big time problems, and they lost a lot of new beds to this Grazon contamination or this herbicide contamination. So I want to try and make sure that I'm okay. These herbicides that they're using, I'm not going to pronounce all of them because I get tongue-tied and it's just not worth it. But if you look up Grazon contamination on the internet, it will say it's also known as this, and this. So you can see what those are. It's not something you really have to worry about in a public environment, but it is available to farmers, ranchers, anybody that makes crops where straw comes mostly from cereal type products like oats and stuff like that. But alfalfa gets sprayed with it. So, gosh, all sorts of stuff. Also, the bad thing about people using this herbicide, and it's been banned over in the UK, the US is falling behind, in my opinion, on this particular item, but, I'm doing what I can to protect my own little garden. When a cow or a horse eats, let's say alfalfa, and digests it, this does not digest out of the system. It does not leach out. It can take years to leach out of any manure or anything like that. So I just want to warn you, if you're going to be putting new manure in your garden, you want to do some testing. Going forward, I don't use a lot of manure in my garden. I usually use it every 2 to 3 years. I'll probably be buying organic manure, even though it's more expensive, but I will still be testing that. If I have any manure left over here at my house, I think I might have a bag or two. It's probably a good 3 or 4 years old. I usually buy a bunch and then just let it sit for a long time and break down even more. So anything beyond that, I will be testing. So what I did is I use bean seeds. You can use peas, you can use tomatoes. All of those are pretty susceptible to these particular herbicides. And beans germinate very quickly. So I germinated mine in paper towel. This one I kind of left up on the top so you can see it. You can see the little root there. And I'm going to only water these 2 cups here with my straw water. Again, this was leached out and then I filtered the straw out so I didn't get mold or anything like that growing in it. My control is going to be just my well water. The soil and everything is the same soil that I used in my other videos this year when I was starting with growing my plants indoors. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm hoping that I don't have anything, because if I do in this bale, then I have to find out a different way of mulching the top of, let's say, my garlic, my asparagus, strawberries. I use this for moisture control too around my squash and everything like that. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed, but I'm not taking chances anymore. It's getting just a little bit crazy. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll be back probably in about a week or so to kind of give you an update on where I'm at. Happy gardening.